Hey everyone, this is Mark here, and I am going to do the 100 question tag. Now, the link is down below for that. We don't know who actually made it up, but we're trusting that posting that link down there is kosher. Ooh, when I put my iPad underneath my chin, it makes it light up. That's cool. Anyway, okay, let's start with question one, which is, do you sleep with your closet doors open or closed? I sleep with my closet door closed. Since I was little, we've lived in a few houses. I've normally slept in a room where there's a big cupboard in my room, which there is just now, and I make it a point of closing my door. Sometimes it's open during the day, sometimes I'm getting stuff out or cleaning it or doing something. Okay, I'm usually not cleaning it, but usually if it's open during the day, I'm closing it at night. I'm making a point. Question two, do you take the shampoo and conditioner bottles from hotels? I guess I possibly would. It would depend whether it was new when I went in there, because I know from experience that sometimes hotels do take them out after the guests are there, and at some places, if the staff lives in the hotel, then the staff gets the shampoo and conditioner that's left behind, and then a fresh set is put in. So if that's the case, then I would probably do it. If it was like a small container, I probably would, just to avoid waste, because sometimes that is wasted. Question number three. Do you sleep with your sheets tucked in or out? Now, this is a tough one because bed sheets mean slightly different things in different countries. So, if you mean the undersheet that you actually lie on, then that is tucked in. Normally, I would have the elasticated ones that just like stick under. If you mean like the covers that you put over, like the duvet covers, I normally would try and kind of cover myself. You know, I'm not one of those guys who just like throws it over himself. I want myself covered, basically. So I suppose tucked in would be one way of putting it. But sometimes I wake up in the middle of the night and I'm uncovered to like my leg or something, and that's really uncomfortable. So I like to be covered. I'm sorry about the wind in the background if you can hear that. It's really windy tonight. Anyway, question number four. Have you ever stolen a street sign before? No, I haven't. I know some people who have, and I try and stay away from them. That's a wee bit weird and a wee bit annoying, to be honest with you. If I was wandering along and discovered that there was a missing street sign where I needed one, oh, so no, I haven't. Do you like to use post-it notes? Now, I do and I don't. I do because they're really fun and easy, and you just write the notes and then stick them on. I don't, because they normally don't stick on. They normally fall off, or if you've got them in a specific place, they normally fall off, slip, whatever. They're quite annoying from my experience. So I like to use them. I'd like to use them if they worked how they were designed, basically. Okay. Question number six. Do you cut out coupons but then never use them? Um, I used to more than I do, because you don't get that many coupons, like paper coupons anymore. Like you used to get a lot in the newspapers and stuff, like get buy one get one free and stuff. Like, I would say I did it when I was a student quite a bit, because I lived by myself and was responsible for buying all the food and stuff. But yeah, I don't normally do it. But if it was something relevant, I would probably cut it out and use it. But as for cutting them out and not using them, I probably wouldn't. Question number 7. Would you rather be attacked by a big bear or a swarm of bees? Now, neither of them sound particularly pleasant, to be honest with you. But if I was attacked by a big bear, now it describes it as a big bear, not by species. If I was attacked by some big bear, then probably I would die. You know? You're more likely to die. If you were attacked by a swarm of bees, it would be jolly unpleasant, and if you were allergic to them, then it would be super unpleasant. But I would imagine that from the attack alone, you would be more likely to survive if they were common, bees, bumblebees that you would get around. And really, bumblebees wouldn't attack you that much. Being kind of a nature follower myself, I know that they wouldn't really do that, and so yeah, you'd be more likely to survive the swarm of bees. I have a major phobia of bees, but I would imagine that I would have a bigger phobia of a big bear, just because it's a big bear. Okay, yeah. Question number 8. Do you have freckles? Now, it might be quite hard to see on the camera at the moment, but sometimes of the year I have some freckles. Not major freckles, some freckles. My hair gets a little blonder as well, and fair skin, yeah, I have some freckles. Question number 9. Do you always smile for pictures? I would say usually. If somebody pointed a camera at me, I would at least smile. It might be a bit of a sarcastic smile, but I try and smile, unless I'm being sarcastic myself. Sometimes I'm trying to portray the fact that I don't like getting my picture taken, and so I'll put on a serious face or put on a funny face, which I suppose technically isn't a smile either. So, yay. Question number 10. What is your biggest pet peeve? I would say people having music on the bus really loud. That is normally includes people playing it through the speaker on the phone, or it can be people listening to the music through the earphones really, really loud. It must be damaging to them if I can hear it at the other side of the bus, but that's very annoying. Question 11. Do you ever count your steps when you walk? More than I'd like to admit. I do this. I do it, at least once a day, I would say. I would normally count the number of stairs that I climb. I don't know. The fact that there's a question on this sheet probably means that I'm not the only one. But yeah, I sometimes count. Sometimes, yeah. 12. Have you ever peed in the woods? Yes. Question 13. What about pooed in the woods? Yes. Not going into details about them. I have. Question 14. Do you ever dance even if there's no music playing? Yes. Question 15. Do you ever chew your pens and pencils? Sometimes. Sometimes. Question 16. How many people have you slept with this week? I've slept on my own this week. Question 17. What size is your bed? Single. Question 18. What is your song of the week? I would say it's Laszlo Bane's Superman. It's the theme tune to Scrubs, and I've been having a Scrubs marathon on Netflix. And when the theme tune starts, I cannot help but sing along to it. I just can't help it. Question 19. Is it okay for guys to wear pink? Yeah, I would say so. Yeah. Some guys suit it a lot better than some other guys, but yeah, I would say so. Question 20. 20 isn't actually a number. Question 20. Do you still watch cartoons? Yes. Some cartoons have got better as I've got older, and some have got worse. But yeah, I still watch them. Question 21. What's your least favourite movie? Now this is a tough one. I've seen a lot of bad movies in the past, but one that's given me a wee bit of a chill through the years is Misery. Now if you watch Misery, it's a little bit... don't like it. There's some romantic movies like The Notebook that could have made this list. Awful movie. Benjamin Button. Ugh. There's a lot of bad movies, but I would say Misery. Anytime anyone mentions that, I get a shiver down my spine. Hate it. Question 22. Where would you bury hidden treasure if you had some? Well, if I had hidden treasure, I wouldn't post a YouTube video telling everyone where I would hide it. Probably out in the back garden. I would be really unoriginal and hide it in the back garden, since technically we own that. You know, if you had it anywhere else, then people could claim, oh yeah, that's our land, we own that, we own the thing. So yeah, probably in the back garden, to be honest with you. Or I would probably dig a hole in the floor here, just bury my treasure under the floors. Arr. Question 23. What did you drink with dinner? I drank water with dinner. We don't have any fizzy juice in the house at the moment, and when we don't have any fizzy juice, I drink water. Plus I'm trying to lose a little bit of my flab. Question 24. What do you dip a chicken nugget into? You dip a chicken nugget into barbecue sauce. If you were going to have a chicken nugget, you would dip it into barbecue sauce. Anyone who says tomato ketchup to that is just wrong. Question 25. What is your favourite food? Now, I've been thinking about this ever since I got these questions. I honestly don't know what my favourite food is. I really like pies, like, you know, chicken pies or mince or steak pies. Oh, I really like them. Like I get them upside down and then I cut around the rim and then I pull the bottom off it and then scoop out all the meat, eat that, and then just like cut the pastry. Oh man, it's amazing. So I would say that. Question 26. What movies could you watch over and over and still love? This is also quite a hard one. Because there's a lot of like different genres of movies that I could watch over and over again. I don't know. I really don't know. Probably some good like romantic comedies, because romantic comedies are my thing. I'm just that sort of guy. Question 27. Last person you kissed you. I think that was my mum. How embarrassing is that? Question 28. Were you ever a boy, girl, scout? Well, I wasn't a girl scout and I wasn't a boy scout, so no to both of them. Question 29. Would you ever strip or pose nude in a magazine? I was thinking about this question, right? And I think that it doesn't actually talk about why you would be doing it, but there's a lot of like celebrities who strip off for charity, and I think if I was a celebrity and was asked to do that, I mean, let's face it, if I was a celebrity, which is already, you know, small odds, then I probably wouldn't be asked to do a nude shoot. But if I was, I possibly would. As long as the pictures were tasteful. Given that I went to university to do photography, I know that naked pictures don't necessarily mean that they are sexualised, believe it or not. Question 30. When was the last time you wrote a letter to someone on paper? Now that is quite tough. I actually quite like writing letters to people on paper, but I don't do it very often. Normally people would prefer you to send an email just because it gets to them faster. You can kind of make it letter written style. The thing about emails is you've kind of lost the formality of writing the letter, but you can still kind of grab onto that. But no, I honestly can't remember. I think maybe I wrote a letter to my mum at one point. Other than like cards, and I don't consider cards to be included in this, like birthday cards and stuff, I think, yeah, a letter to my mum at one point was the last letter I wrote on a bit of paper, put it in an envelope and sent it. I know it doesn't actually say that, but I write letters to people all the time and leave them about the house, like little notes, and I don't think that's the spirit of this question. Question 31. Can you change the oil on a car? No. Question 32. Ever gotten a speeding ticket? No. Can't drive. I know technically that doesn't mean that you can't get a speeding ticket, but I've never driven. 33. Ever ran out of gas? I have been in the car when the person's ran out of gas, when the driver's ran out of gas. I know the spirit of this question is, have I ever been the driver who has run out of gas? No, I've never been the driver. Question 34. Favourite kind of sandwich? Now again, we come up against the American writer of these questions. A sandwich in America is usually like a roll, we might have like a baguette, like a Subway or something like that. That would be like a sandwich. So I would say a BLT sandwich would be my all-time favourite. And even over here, a sandwich like with bread and stuff, it would still be a BLT. I don't know why I made that clarification since the answer was the same anyway, but BLT would probably be my choice. Question 35. Best thing to eat for breakfast? I would say a fry-up, which is really unhealthy, but like an all-English breakfast is probably the ultimate breakfast. I don't have breakfast very often, probably because my ideal breakfast would make me a balloon. But anyway, 36. What is your usual bedtime? Now it is 2:45 in the morning right now, and that would probably be around the time that I would think about going to bed. If I'm getting up early in the morning, then it would probably be closer to 1 o'clock. But if I went to bed any earlier than midnight, I would just be tossing and turning, and it would be a very uncomfortable night for me. 37. Are you lazy? Now this is a very loaded question. I would say I am about some things, but I'm not about other things. I don't really care for cleaning my room, but I like to organise other areas of my life, and I like to organise in workplaces and stuff. Like I like jobs where I need to organise things. So it's weird that my room gets so messy so quickly. To be honest with you, that's probably because I like things to have specific places, and sometimes that specific place is on the floor. But I do know where it is. Question 38. When you were a kid, what did you dress up as for Halloween? No, I wasn't allowed to dress up as a monster. I was strongly discouraged from dressing up as a monster. So I would dress up as Superman, who was my favourite superhero, still is. I would dress up as a policeman, because, like, policeman, obviously. Question 39. What is your Chinese astrological sign? My Chinese astrological sign is the dragon. Arrgh. Question 40. How many languages can you speak? I can speak one language properly. I'm not even going to go into more details, which are going to sound like I'm claiming to be able to speak more than one language. I can speak one language, okay? Question 41. Do you have any magazine subscriptions? Not at the moment, no. Question 42. Which are better, Legos or Lincoln Logs? I've never heard of Lincoln Logs, but I surely have heard of Lego. They are amazing. They are my childhood toy. They are my childhood summed up in a toy. Question 43. Are you stubborn? Yeah, I am stubborn. 44. Who's better, Leno or Letterman? I've only seen clips of both of them. I would say they are both equal measure. Again, I'm not American, so we don't get the shows here, as far as I know. We probably do on some channel somewhere, but I am not a channel surfer, so. 45. Ever watch soap operas? Sometimes. Not really anymore. I don't follow them anymore, but I would sometimes kind of dip in and out. I wouldn't really understand what was happening. But I used to follow soaps. Through the years I've followed various soaps. But yeah, not really anymore. 46. Are you afraid of heights? Now this is a tough one because sometimes I seem to be afraid of heights and sometimes I don't. When I possibly would be if I was afraid of heights. So I'm wondering whether it's usually a combination of a few different things that make me afraid. Because I can go up a high building, look down and not be afraid. I can look over a bridge and not be afraid. But I can't do something else. I can't even think of a situation where I've been afraid, but I have been afraid being high up. I've been high up on bridges that have done bungee jumping and stuff like that. That makes me a wee bit uncomfortable and that makes me think I'm high up. But yeah, sometimes I can be afraid when I'm in a tall place, but that isn't necessarily because I'm afraid of heights, basically. 47. Do you sing in the car? Yes, I sing in cars. 48. Do you sing in the shower? Yes, I also talk to myself in the shower. Yeah. 49. Do you dance in the car? Sometimes. I wouldn't say it's as common as singing. 50. Ever used a gun? Other than kind of air rifles and air guns? No. I would say no to this question. 51. Last time you got a portrait taken by a photographer? I got them done at uni quite a lot. Other than that, I can't think of any time when I've got it done. I don't like my picture being taken. 52. Do you think musicals are cheesy? Yes, normally they are, but they are awesome. 53. Is Christmas stressful? Not really. I would say for parents and stuff it can be stressful and can be a burden. If you're kind of into more commercialism than the actual message of Jesus. But yeah, it could be, but not really for me. 54. Ever eat a Pyrogy? Pyrogy? I'm going to go no with this one. Probably have. I mean, it's probably another name for pie or something. I don't know. But I'm going to say no. 55. Favourite type of fruit pie? Like apple? 56. Occupations you wanted to be when you were a kid? A policeman. I think I've already said that. And Superman. Superman and a policeman. That was the two occupations. Both manifested in Halloween costumes. Neither come true yet. 57. Do you believe in ghosts? No. 58. Ever have a deja vu feeling? I think everyone's had a deja vu feeling on some level, because deja vu is actually a real physiological thing going on in your brain. It's not kind of a creepy thing, you know, it's actually your brain getting a signal and then getting a mirrored signal. Anyway, it's a real thing. And yes. 59. Take a vitamin daily? No. 60. Wear slippers? No. 61. Wear a bathrobe? No. 62. What do you wear to bed? Normally like boxers and a t-shirt. 63. First concert? I don't remember my first concert. I think my first concert was actually a Singing Kettle concert. If you have never heard of them, then where have you been for your childhood? But Google them or YouTube them or something. 64. Walmart, Target or Kmart? I think we've only got Walmart here, and it's as Asda, like Walmart owns Asda, and I would say it's pretty cool. Yeah. But yeah, I've heard of the three of them, but we don't have any of them as they're named here in this country. So until I've made a proper decision, I can't really say. 65. Nike or Adidas? I would say growing up I had pretty much 50-50 between Nike and Adidas. 66. Cheetos or Fritos? I've never heard of Fritos, so I'm going to go with Cheetos, which are quite nice. 67. Peanuts or sunflower seeds? I would go with sunflower seeds since peanuts make me ill. 68. Ever heard of the group Très Bien? No. 69. Ever take dance lessons? No. 70. Is there a profession you picture your future spouse doing? Not really. I'm not that fussed about career choice. Certainly there would be careers that I would prefer them not to be in, but, you know. 71. Can you curl your tongue? No, I can't, and it really annoys me because my mum can do it, and she's like, oh, look at me doing it, and then like curls her tongue, and it's really annoying, and she's patronising about it. But no, I can't curl my tongue. Ever won a spelling bee? Not under that name, but yeah, I was quite good at spelling when I was younger. I'm not now. I've lost it all, but I am unsure whether I won anything, but I was pretty good at it, and we did have like competitions and stuff, but I can't remember how well I did. But 73. Have you ever cried because you were so happy? I don't think I ever have, actually. I don't think crying is something that you do when you're super happy. I've cried when, you know, when something happens on a TV programme sometimes, and I suppose the background emotion is happiness, but really it's like sadness. Like when they do up a disabled child's house so that the parents don't need to pay for renovations anymore to this poor child's house. I sometimes cry a little bit at the end of that. But I wouldn't say it's because I'm happy that it's done. I would say it's sadness that it's needed to be done. So yeah, maybe not. I don't think it's an automatic, you are happy and so you cry, as much as, you're sad and so you cry. That's more natural, I think. But I suppose some people would overwhelm themselves with happiness and so they would cry. I don't think I've ever been in that situation, but anyway. 74. Own any record albums? Yes. 75. Own a record player? Now this is a little more challenging. No, I don't think we do at the moment. We have done in the past, obviously, because we've got record albums. But no, I would say no. 76. Regularly burn incense? No. 77. Ever been in love? Yes. 78. Who would you like to see in a concert? I don't really know. I'm not really one of those people who's like, I want to see that person in a concert. My friends, I would want to see my friends in the concert with me. 76. What was the last concert you saw? Like, probably an orchestra, because I went to a lot of like classical music orchestras. But I haven't been to one in a while. 80. Hot tea or cold tea? I would say neither tea. I don't like tea. Cold tea probably, because I've had that and I've said, that's not too bad. 81. Tea or coffee? I would say coffee. Question number 82. There's a bird singing right out there that's really distracting me. Especially since it wasn't singing when I was recording the first two parts about an hour ago. Question number 82. Sugar or snickerdoodles? Now you Americans are just making up words to see what us Brits will do when we answer them. Never heard of snickerdoodles. Are they like sweeteners or something? I don't know. From the kind of context of the question, it looks like you're asking about sweeteners. But I don't really have sugar as sugar anyway, and so I certainly don't have snickerdoodles. Never heard. Question 83. Can you swim well? I can swim. I don't sink. But well, yeah, I would say maybe after a while, like after, maybe a couple of hours in the pool, I might be kind of up to scratch again, but I haven't been swimming that long, that much, and so I'm a bit out of practice. 84. Can you hold your breath without holding your nose? Yes, I can. Can someone not hold their breath without holding their nose? That's a bit weird. 85. Are you patient? It depends what the situation is. I would say if you're answering like that, then the answer is no. Because if you're only patient in some situations, then you're not a patient person. So, no. Again, sorry about that wind. I mean, it would probably be a completely silent video if it wasn't for that wind, but you probably hear it, and it probably sounds like background noise. 86. DJ or band at a wedding? I would say a band. I've been to weddings where there was a bit of both, and that's quite good. But if there's only a choice between DJ or a band, I would say a decent band would be better. The Wedding Singer springs to mind. 87. Ever won a contest? I've had like phone-in contests on TV and stuff before. I've won them, and annoyingly, I entered one competition thing that was to win £1,000 for answering a question, and when they phoned me, the phone didn't work or the connection was bad, so they were like, "Hello, Mr. Nelson, hello, hello, hello," and then they went on to leave a message later on, which basically said, like, "We tried to get in touch with you about answering this question and you would have won the £1,000, but it was bad connection. If you enter again, then please make sure that your phone connection is better," or something like that. Very patronising. It was probably their fault, but that was a bit annoying. But I've won kind of phone-in competitions before, never kind of big bucks. I've won like CDs and stuff before. 88. Ever have plastic surgery? You mean past tense or future tense? In fact, I don't know why I'm needing the clarification. Both are no. I don't think I'll ever have plastic surgery. I've never had it. It depends what you define as plastic surgery. Really, I mean, there's a lot of kind of good that comes from plastic surgery, but there's a lot of people who get addicted to it or do silly things like Botox and things like that. I can't visualise myself doing Botox, standing like this all the time because you can't emotionalise your face. Yeah. 89. Which are better, black or green olives? I would say green olives. I don't really have a major preference between the two olives, to be honest with you, but anyway, I need to choose one. 90. Can you knit or crochet? Yes, I can knit. I would need a kind of refresher course to remember, like, over and then twist it round, over, and then, yeah, I would need a kind of refresher, but I can do it. It's a repetitive task, and I really like repetitive tasks where you just get into the routine and get better and better all the time. Oh man, that's amazing. That's where I thrive. 91. Best room for a fireplace? I would say the living room. Question 92. Do you want to get married? Yeah. 93. If married, how long have you been married? Well, that kind of should have been part of question 92, shouldn't it? Because it's a kind of either or question there, but I'm not married. Question 94. Who was your high school crush? I'm not exactly going to say that on a video, am I? That's going up on YouTube. Sorry, I just draw the line at questions like that name names. They probably know who they are. Some of them are married with children now because I'm just at that age. 95. Do you cry and throw a fit until you get your own way? To be honest with you, I think that would be very unsuccessful. 26-year-old man. Why am I not getting my own way? No, I don't think it would be very successful. So, no, not in the past 15 years or so. I probably have at some point, but I'm going to say no for that one. 96. Do you have kids? No. 97. Do you want kids? Yeah, I'd quite like kids. Question 98. What's your favourite colour? This is quite a hard one as well. I quite like a lot of colours. Yellow, I like blue, like my Team Scotland top here. I like red. Yeah, I like a lot of colours. Question 99. Do you miss anyone right now? I would say yes. And question 100, which was the bonus Jonas question. I'm hoping that is just the bonus Jonas question because the words bonus and Jonas rhyme with each other and it's nothing to do with the Jonas Brothers, which is at the top of this page, and the question is something that happened to you in middle school. Now, we don't have middle school in Scotland. In fact, our school system is completely different from the English school system, and so we've got a very unique school system in Scotland. And I would say that's maybe around 11ish age group. Now, this was tough to come up with something. Well, in first year, which is around that age group for us, they gathered up all the well-behaved children and took them to the cinema to see an early screening of the first Harry Potter movie. Even though I'm not the biggest Harry Potter fan in the world, I quite enjoyed it. I quite enjoyed the experience. I quite enjoyed the feeling that we were the good kids, even though we were really bullied by people for being the teacher's pets. So yeah, this has been my 100 question challenge. Yeah, I hope you've enjoyed it, and I hope that you know me a little bit more. Okay, anyway, so check out all the links down below for all our social media stuff, and catch you later, dudes. Bye.